Hello guys, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will start with the induction, that is the chapter unit 7 and subsection 7.7. Induction is a process through which a new employee is introduced to the organization. It is a process of welcoming the individual into the organization. Purpose and need. An employee has to work with fellow employees and his supervisor. For this, he must know them, the way they work, and also the policies and practices of the organization so that he may integrate himself with the enterprise. Any neglect in the area of induction and orientation may lead to a high labor turnover, confusion, wasted time, and expenditure. And induction program. A good induction program should cover the following. First one, the company, its history and products, process of production and major operations involves in his job. And second is the significance of the job with all necessary information about it, including job training and job hazard, and structure of the organization and the function of various departments, employees on department and job, and how he fits into the organization. HR policy, sources of information, company policies, practices, objectives and regulations, terms and conditions of services, amenities and welfare facilities, rules and regulations governing hours of work and overtime, safety and accident prevention, holidays and vacations, methods of reporting and tardiness and absenteeism, grievance procedure and discipline handling, social benefit and recreation service, opportunities, promotions, transfer, suggestions, schemes, and job satisfaction. An induction program consists primarily of three steps. First one is general orientation by the staff. It gives necessary general information about the history and the operation of the firm. The purpose is to help an employee to build up some pride and interest in the organization. Second is specific orientation by the job supervisor. The employee is shown the department and his place of work, the location of facilities, and is told about the organization's specific practices and customs. The purpose is to enable the employee to adjust with his work and environment. And third one is follow-up orientation by either the personnel department or the supervisor. This is conducted within 1 week to 6 months of the initial induction and by a foreman or a specialist. The purpose is to find out whether the employee is reasonably well satisfied with him. Through personal talks, guidance, and counseling efforts are made to remove the difficulties experienced by the newcomer. Global placement. The HR managers take up the global placement activity, which involves managing international relocation of expertise and providing a variety of service for relocate employee. HR managers will generate information about employees on job related aspects, leadership skills, cultural openness and adaptation, language skills and attitude. Outplacement. Outplacement refers to in-house help provided by organization during the transition phase of downsizing and rehabilitation. The services offered including counseling, training, retraining, skill upgradation, etc. The services also include housing, reassignment, job placement, etc. And placement with the organization. Placements with the organization are necessary for career plans and also to address organizational changes. After the initial placement, the employee will be moving to different position and undertakes higher responsibilities. At a time, there might be a geographical relocation, changes in job duties or work environment. These aspects will be dealt as promotions and transfer in the organization. Besides above, there are also instances where the employee gets separated from the organization, which might be named as separation, resignation, layoff, downsizing, etc. These aspects also are explained in brief below. Any type of mobility serves the following purpose: improves organizational effectiveness, maximize employee efficiency, enable to handle change process, ensures discipline. And mobility. Mobility is an organizational activity to cope with the changing organizational requirements like a change in organizational structure, fluctuation in requirement of organizational product, introduction of new method of work, etc. Mobility in an organizational context include mainly promotion and transfer. Sometimes demotion also come under mobility. Purpose of mobility. Mobility serve the following purposes: to improve organizational effectiveness, to maximize employee efficiency, to cope with the change in operation, and to ensure discipline. Promotion. In simpler terms, promotion refers to upward movement in present job leading to greater responsibility, higher status, and better salary. Promotion may be temporary or permanent depending upon the organizational requirement. Next is purpose and advantages of promotion. Promotion stimulates self development and creates interest in the job. According to Yoder, promotion provides incentives to initiatives, enterprise, and ambition, minimizes discontent and unrest, attracts capable individuals, necessitate logical training for advancement, and forms an effective reward for loyalty and cooperation, long service, etc. Type of promotion. Different type of promotions are discussed below: multiple chain promotion, up or out promotion, dry promotion. The multiple chain promotion, it provides a systematic linkage of each position to several others. And up or out promotion, in this case an employee either earns a promotion or seeks employment elsewhere. Dry promotion. In this type, the promotion is given in lieu of increase in salary. Promotion program and procedure. Every organization should make advanced plans for a promotion program. A carefully planned promotion program has four elements: formation of promotion policy, identification of promotion channels, promotion appraisal, and centralized records. We shall discuss each element in detail. Formulation of promotion policy. Each organization needs to maintain a balance between the internal sources of personal promotion and external sources by means of recruitment. Hence, promotion must be based on consistent, fair, and clear cut policy. The National Institute of Personnel Management, that is NIP, has suggested a promotion policy on the following. First one is encouragement of promotion within the organization instead of looking outside to fill vacancies in higher places. Second is an understanding that ability as well as seniority will be taken into account in making promotion. Ability, efficiency, attitude, job performance, physical fitness, leadership, experience, and length of service are some of the factors considered in making promotion. Third one is drawing up an organization chart to make clear to all the ladder of promotion. Where there is a job analysis and a planned wage policy, such a chart is quite easy to prepare. Making the promotion system clear to all concerned who may initiate and handle cases of promotion. Though departmental heads may initiate promotion, the final approval must lie with the top management after the personnel department has been asked to check from its knowledge whether any repercussion is likely to result from the proposed promotion. All promotion should be for a trial period to ascertain whether the promoted person is found capable of handling the job or not. Promotion channel. Promotion channel should be identified and recorded on paper. This process is related with job analysis and career planning of an organization. Promotion appraisal. The promotion of an employee is entirely dependent upon his or her performance appraisal outcome and centralized record. The education, experience, skills, abilities, and evaluation of all employees should be recorded and maintained in a centralized manner by the Department of Organization, because basing on these attributes, promotion is given to an employee. Base of promotion. Promotion is given on the basis of seniority or merit or a combination of both. Seniority as a base. It implies relative length of service in the same organization. The advantage of this area are relatively easy to measure, simple to understand and operate, reduce lab out turnover, and provide sense of satisfaction to senior employees. Merit as a basis. Merit implies the knowledge, skill, and performance record of an employee. The advantage are motivates competent employee to work hard, helps to maintain efficiency by recognizing talent and performance. Seniority come merit as basis. As both seniority and merit as basis suffer from certain limitations, therefore, a sound promotion policy should be based on combination of both seniority and merit. A proper balance between the two can be maintained by different ways. Minimal length of service may be prescribed, relative weightage may be assigned to seniority and merit, and employees with minimum performance record and qualification are treated eligible for promotion. Seniority is used to choose from the eligible candidate. Promotion practice in India. In India, seniority is generally used for promotion in government offices. In public sector, both seniority and seniority cum merit promotion system is carried based on their policy. In private sector, the policy by and large is promote the best man available. Demotion. Demotion refers to the lowering down of the status, salary, and responsibility of an employee. Demotion is used as a disciplinary measure in an organization. The habitual patterns of behavior, such as violation of the rule and conduct, poor attendance record, insubordinate where the individuals are demoted. Cause of demotion. Demotion may be caused by any of these factors. Adverse business condition. Employee may be demoted because of recession faced by company. Incompetency of the employee. It happens when an employee finds it difficult to meet the required standard, and technological change when employee is unable to adjust with any technological change made by the company. Disciplinary measures. Demotion policy. Yoder, Henman, Turnbull, and Stone 1958 have suggested a five-fold policy with regard to demotion practice. A clear and reasonable list of rules should be framed, violation of which would subject an employee to demotion. This information should be clearly communicated to employee. There should be a competent investigation of any alleged violation. If violations are discovered, there should be a consistent and equitable application of the penalty, preferably by the immediate supervisory, and there should be a provision for review. And the next is transfer. A transfer is horizontal or lateral movement of an employee from one job section, department, shift, plant, or position to another at the same or another place where his salary, status, and responsibility are the same. Purpose of transfer. Transfer are generally affected to build a more satisfactory work team and to achieve the following purpose: to increase the effectiveness of the organization, to increase versatility and competence of key position, to deal with the fluctuation in work requirement, to correct incompatibilities in employee relation, to correct erroneous placement, and to relieve monotony, to adjust workforce, to punish employee. Employee transfer may be classified as production transfer. Such a transfer are made to meet the company requirement. The surplus employee in one department section who are efficient might be absorbed in other place where there is a requirement. Such a transfer helps to stabilize employment. And replacement transfer. This takes place to replace a new employee who has been in the organization for a long time and thereby giving some relief to an old employee from the heavy pressure of work. And versatility transfer, personal or remedial transfer, shift transfer, etc. Transfer policy. Every organization should have fair and impartial transfer policy which should be known to each employee. The responsibility for effecting transfer is usually entrusted to an executive with the power to prescribe the condition under which requests for transfer are approved. Care should be taken to ensure that frequent or large scale transfer are avoided by laying down adequate selection and placement procedure for purpose. A good transfer policy should specifically clarify the type of transfer and the condition under which these will be made. Locate the authority in some officer who may initiate and implement transfer. Indicate whether transfer can be made only within a subunit or also between departments, divisions, plans. And indicate the basis for transfer, whether it will be based on seniority or on skill and competence or any other factors. And decide the rate of pay to give to the transferee, and intimate the fact of transfer to the person concerned well in advance, and be in writing and duly communicate to all concerned, not be made frequently and not for the sake of transfer only. And separations means cessations of service with organization for one or other reason. It may occur due to resignation, retirement, dismissal, suspension, layoff, or death. Resignation or quiet is a voluntary separation by the employee. It may be on ground of health, marriage, better opportunities elsewhere, or may be compulsory when an employee is asked to resign to avoid termination. Some resignation may enable the organization to rectify mistakes in hiring of employees and to bring in fresh talent from outside, and win the employee's confidence by assuring him that whatever he says will kept strictly confidential, and explain the employee that the purpose of the interview is to improve the organization's climate. The interview should be conducted by a responsible officer from the personnel department. The interview should show a great deal of patience and listen sympathetically. Try to find out the real cause of resignation, and ensure that the employee has fully handed over the charge to somebody else. Assure the employee of the company's continuing interest in his welfare. And the next is retirement. Retirement is a significant milestone in the life of an employee. It is a main cause of separation of employee from the organization. Retirement is of three kinds. First one, compulsory retirement, and premature retirement, voluntary retirement. And dismissal is there. Dismissal is the termination of service of an employee by way of punishment for misconduct or unsatisfactory performance. And suspension. Suspension is a serious punishment and is generally awarded only after a proper inquiry has been conducted. And retrenchment. Retrenchment means permanent termination of service of an employee for economic reason in a going concern. And the act lays down the following condition of retrenchment, and that is the employee must be given 1 month's notice in writing indicating the reasons for retrenchment or wages in lieu of such a notice. The employee must be paid compensation equal to 15 days for every completed year of service. Notice in the prescribed manner must be served on the appropriate government authority. In the absence of any agreement to the contrary, the worker employed last must be terminated first, and retrenchment workers must be given preference in future employment. Layoff. Layoff implies a temporary removal of an employee from the payroll of the organization due to circumstances beyond the control of the employer. It may last for an indefinite period, but the employee is not terminated and is expected to be called back in future. The employer employee relationship does not come to an end but is merely suspended during the period of layoff. And according to Section 25C of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, a laid off worker is entitled to compensation equal to 50% of the basic wages and dearness allowance that would have been payable to him had he not been laid off. However, in order to claim this compensation, the laid off workman must satisfy the following conditions. First one is he should not be a badly or casual worker, and his name must appear on the muster or roll of the industrial establishment. He must have completed not less than 1 year of continuous service, and he must present himself for work at the appointment time during normal working hours at least once a day. The right to compensation is lost if the worker refuses to accept alternative employment at a place within 5 miles of establishment from which he has been laid off. No compensation is payable when the layoff in due to strike or slowing down of production on the part of workers in another part of the establishment. An industrial establishment of a seasonal character or in which work is performed only intermittent or which employ less than 20 workers is not required to pay the compensation. And to sum up in this unit, we have discussed three important functions of an organization. One is socialization, next is induction, mobility, and separation. We have touched upon individual role and job concept of socialization. Mobility is the transfer of employee to cope up with changing organizational requirements. Mobility takes place in different forms like promotion, transfer, and demotion. Separation means cessation of service for organizational or personal or some other reason. It may occur due to resignation, retirement, dismissal, suspension, layoff, or death. And the self-assessment question. First one is, what does one again by perceiving organizations as social system? And the second is, discuss how motivation, patterns, role, and status have influenced your interactions with the other today. What is your primary motivation pattern? And discuss the statement. A manager cannot satisfy a worker only as an employee because each worker has many work roles. And fourth one is, explain the process of induction and its importance. Last one is, discuss different forms of mobility. So this is about today's session. And if you have any doubt on this seventh unit, you can contact our contact number also, or otherwise comment it on comment box. Thank you.